Hello students, in previous e-lecture we have discussed properties of determinants. In today's e-lecture we will discuss questions based on properties of determinants. Let's take first question. In this question, without expanding we have to prove that value of this third order determinant is 0. Now we have to show determinant is 0. But without expanding means we can't find determinant by expanding it along any row or any column. Students, remember the property number 3. According to this property, if any two rows or columns of a determinant are identical, then value of the determinant is 0. So we try to make two rows or columns identical. Students, if you can observe in this determinant, elements of first row are x plus y plus z and z plus x, and elements of second row are z, x and y. If we apply the operation r1 is to r1 plus r2, then each element of first row becomes x plus y plus z. Write the elements of remaining two rows, that is r2 and r3 as it is. From first row we can take x plus y plus z as common. So take it as common from R1. After taking x plus y plus z as common, we observe that elements of R1 and R3 are identical. So determinant is 0. And when we multiply x plus y plus z with 0, it is also equals to 0. Take another question. In this question, using properties of determinants, we have to prove that value of this third order determinant is equals to 4a square, b square, c square. Let's start with left hand side. In this determinant, we can observe it very easily that a, b and c are common from r1, r2 and r3 respectively. So take it as common. In next step, write ABC outside determinant, and inside determinant we are left with elements of R1 minus A, B and C, elements of R2 A minus B and C, elements of R3 A, B and minus C. In next step we observe that A, B and C are common from C1, C2 and C3 respectively. So take it as common. As outside determinant ABC is already there, so after taking A, B and C as common from C1, C2 and C3 respectively, it becomes A square, B square, C square, and within determinant we are left with elements of R1 minus 1, 1 and 1, elements of R2 1, minus 1, 1 and elements of R3 1, 1 and minus 1. In next step, applying the operation R1 is to R1 plus R2, we get A square, B square, C square multiplied with the determinant in which two elements of first row becomes 0. Now, in next step, to find determinant, we expand it along R1 as shown here. After simplification, we get A square, B square, C square multiply with 4. So determinant is equal to 4a square, b square, c square. Let's take another question. In this question, we have to prove that value of this third order determinant is equal to a minus b multiply with b minus c multiply with c minus a. Let's start with left hand side. First of all, we check if elements of any row or column are multiple of a number, and if so, take that number as common from it. Here, nothing is common from any row or any column, but each element of first column is 1. So by applying row operations, it is easy to create zeros in first column. When we are able to create elements of any row or column as 0, it will reduce simplification of determinant. So here, apply the operation R2 is to R2 minus R1. We get a determinant in which elements of R1 are 1, A and A square. Elements of R2 are 0, b minus a, b square minus a square, and elements of R3 are 1, c and c square. In next step, applying the operation R3 is to R3 minus R1, we get a determinant in which elements of R1 are 1, a and a square, elements of R2 0, b minus a, b square minus a square, and elements of R3 0, c minus a and c square minus a square. Students, we can observe that from R2 b minus a can be taken as common, and from R3 c minus a can be taken as common. So in next step, take b minus a and c minus a as common from R2 and R3 respectively. After taking b minus a and c minus a as common, we left with the determinant in which elements of R1 are 1, a and a square, elements of R2 0, 1 and b plus a, elements of R3 0, 1 and c plus a. In next step, expand this determinant along C1 because two elements of C1 are 0. Write b minus a and c minus a as it is. After simplification, we get b minus a multiply with c minus a multiply with c minus b. In next step, take minus sign as common from b minus a and c minus b both. We get determinant equals to a minus b multiply with b minus c multiply with c minus a. Take one more question. In this question, we have to prove that value of third order determinant is equal to a plus b plus c whole cube. Let's start with left hand side. In this determinant, nothing is common from any row or column. Even all the elements of any row or column are not 1. So these two options are ruled out. After that, we observe possibility of applying any operation on rows or columns so that all the elements of one row or column become same. In this determinant, when we apply R1 is to R1 plus R2 plus R3, we observe that each element of R1 becomes a plus b plus c as shown here. In next step, taking a plus b plus c as common from R1, we get a plus b plus c multiply with the determinant in which elements of R1 are 1, 1 and 1, elements of R2 are 2b, b minus c minus a and 2b. Elements of R3 are 2c, 2c and c minus a minus b. As elements of first row are 1, 1 and 1, so we apply two column operations, that is C2 is to C2 minus C1 and C3 is to C3 minus C1. That will create two zeros in first row. After applying these column operations, we get a plus b plus c multiply with this determinant. In next step, we have written minus a minus b minus c as minus of a plus b plus c. After this, we have two options. Either we take a plus b plus c as common from C2 and C3 respectively and then expand it to find determinant, or we expand it along R1 directly as I have done. After expanding it along R1 and simplifying the terms, we get determinant equals to a plus b plus c whole cube. Let's take another question. In this question, we have to prove that value of third order determinant equals to a cube. Let's start with left hand side. As elements of first column are a, 2a and 3a, so we can apply row operations, that is R2 is to R2 minus 2R1 and R3 is to R3 minus 3R1. It will create two zeros in first column. Students, You can also apply these two operations after taking A as common from C1. As we have created two zeros in C1, after this we can expand it along C1. But to reduce simplification, we can apply more operations also. Here, in next step, I have applied one more operation, that is R3 is to R3 minus 3R1. After this, we can expand it along C1 as shown. Simplify it, we get value of determinant equals to AQ. Students, I hope that you all have understood about how to solve questions based on properties of determinants. For more practice, try to solve questions of exercise 4.2. Thank you.